Hello again, Case Loki back with something a little bit different than usual for KSP. I was able to get the 1.1 update of Kerbal Space Program. Oh shoot! Give me a second. I need to turn on Mercenator. But I was watching an episode of Scott Manley actually playing this, and I thought it was only for certain installs, or there's only a couple keys sent out. But if you actually go into here, oh, decide to work now. Go into here, properties, betas, and opt in. You are able to get this. So I mainly in this one, we're going to go ahead and just try out a few scenarios. And sorry I haven't been posting many videos as of late. School's starting to wind down for the semester, and we have a bunch of projects, sketches, paintings, a bunch of 3D work we have to do. We're working on our final project, so I haven't really had much time. And I've actually been trying to learn C#, so I can use it in Unity so I can start working on my own projects, but that's all been eating up a lot of time I've had. But this should be interesting. I think mainly what we're gonna do is the only mod that's working with this right now is Scatterer. So I'm gonna be it's gonna be a bit different than usual because I'm used to joint reinforcement. But with this, before there only used to be like Orbit the Mun and some of the other stuff. What was it? Asteroid Redirect. Um, EVA Curve in Orbit. Not really quite sure. Oh, Impending Impact. And I think Mono Orbit and maybe Powered Landing. So we're gonna do some of the new ones. Well, let's actually just jump out of this for now. Let's start a new game. 1.1 test. 1.1 begins. So we're just gonna actually jump into Sandbox. I just want to check out some of the new parts, and you guys can check them out with me. I know there's the arrow break, and everything's a little bit different. They had to redo the whole UI, mainly because of Unity 4 to 5, it wasn't able to carry everything over. And why is there no sound? Apply. There we go. And from what I've heard, there has been a few issues with Scatter having some weird graphical glitches. No, that might have been fixed. No, it's still there. There's that weird halo along the shoreline. But all the buildings now have little pop-up things that just explain what they are. All these have short keys now, so it's easier to get to them. So, flagpole. Oh, I didn't even. That would have been in the original one, actually. Or the older versions. So, launch pad, runway, space plane, tracking system, vehicle assembly building. We have the encyclopedia, or the KSpedia. Why did the music just stop? That's a bit weird. Okay. Resume. So, it's mainly just, it's a really in-depth Wikipedia or KSpedia, just explaining centers and costs, construction gizmos, just anything you would need that you now don't have to go to pretty much to the tutorials or wikis anymore. You can just go straight on here. These seem very similar to actually a few other ones I've seen, so maybe they got someone who did these before to do these for them. So it explains aircraft, heating, just really anything you need to know, which when I first started playing, I'd actually be very interested in seeing this stuff. Because it is very difficult sometimes to see this stuff, or to understand the stuff. And I guess they put more dynamics on some of these drag and such, heat. core heat. This is being explained now too, which is nice because that was implemented in, I believe, partially in 1 and fully into 1.5, so that'll explain better how the heating works. Core heat. But let's see what new parts we have. Okay, we still have sound, decent. And everything just seems a little bit more polished. Like the UI pops a little bit more. It seems just very subtle. So let's go through the parts and see what we have access to. Oh, and there's no more pages now. That's nice. The tanks seem nicer. Like, it just seemed like they've like pastel looking. So I knew there was there a new engine? I should have rechecked what new items we had. It's been a long time since I've been in stock too, so I don't remember exactly what we have new access to. Ah, there's one of the new parts. Inflate heat shield. It's a giant heat shield. So when you come into, say, Eve, this thing inflates and will protect you. Or it also works as what is it? It also works as a high altitude air brake, from what I've heard. So you can easily use this to slow down on lower gravity planets with thinner atmospheres, like Duna, and I can't think of another place right now, but that's a nice little improvement to see. And is there any other new parts? They seem to have actually altered a few parts, maybe? Oh no, it just looks different in the UI, which is cool. Is there any other parts that they added? I could have sworn there was more parts to it. But yeah, everything in here just looks a little bit more crisper. Any new science parts? Ah, yeah. They added this. They're adding, they're planning to add, antenna diversity, and maybe even antenna range. So, with these might end up being, say, the Communitron and this. Oh wait, they're all the exact same. The 16 to the HG55, they might have different ranges. Packet size 3, 2. So they might have different ranges in the future, meaning it will be harder and harder to use, say, this one. Like, if you've used antenna range. One second, I need to blow my nose. And this time I'm not going to forget to unplug or turn on my mic. But, let's see, does this change at all? But no, that's all similar. So I think that's, oh yeah, the asteroid probe core is now part of the stock game. There was another part that was added. Oh, they didn't add the they didn't fully add Asteroid Day, I guess. Is there any new engines? Nerf. I'm kind of like looking through all this and not seeing the parts I'm used to seeing, so it's a little bit different, but this does look a lot cleaner. Like, the whole fact of just having the scroll wheel now is nice. The colors are softer. This seems a little bit cleaner, actually. Activate, deactivate, toggle. Crew page is the same. Let's see what load looks like. Don't save. Where is it? But yeah, everything in this looks cool and different. They probably have a bunch of new craft in here, actually. Yeah, they actually do have a bunch of new craft. some of the same ones, but a lot of these are different looking. What is this? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, they've added a bunch of new things to it, so there's a lot of new stuff to see from these stock crafts, meaning they'll be a lot easier to use. This is a crawler crane? What? Wait, what is this called? Crater crawler. Oh. Another level of maneuverability. Those are cool. They've seemed to really polish some of the vehicles and add a lot more to it. Is there any other rovers? Prospector rover. It's just a little guy. Activate scanner. Does he have an engine on him? Doesn't seem to have an engine on him, but he has a tank. Why would he have a tank without an engine? Oh, for the fuel cells. Oh, I never thought about doing that. But it's attachable. But let's go ahead and check out... Oh, the music freaking piped up loud. Let's see what the... Oh, let's exit out of this. We'll come back in a full-on career mode. Start new. Career to start. Just so we can see what the other areas, if they look any different. Thanks, I've got it. Asteroid Complex, we've already been there. Administration Building. I don't know if they added more of these, but I think they might have altered some of these a little bit, making them a little bit different. Some milestone gains. Oh, they've added rotation, fieldwork gains. Oh, that's cool. So this one will allow you to get better gains for hitting those milestones. So that, if you can get that right off the bat, or as soon as possible, that would be a nice boon to your production. Mission control seems to be the same, actually. Let's see. Spaceplane hangar. Let's check out that. Seems a little bit darker. Oh, it's because it's not upgraded. I should have jumped in the other place, but that's what it... Or no worries. But yeah, the colors just seem a little bit softer. It's the best way I can explain. They have more of the buttons that they didn't have in the other one. Let's see what the tracking station looks like now. Pretty much the same, but it's got oh. Oh. Yeah, so gravity, equator races there. 2.4 kilometers out, and that's how far it is. 200 kilometer radius. Gravity. Yeah. Escape velocity is 807. Escape velocity is 3400. Okay, so that means I've been using 100 or 1,000 extra delta V on every single my craft, and why I always have so much extra. Escape velocity 246. Let's see, does the sun have escape velocity? 94,000. Eve 4,800. Moho 1,100. Duna. This is actually pretty cool. Ike has a higher escape velocity than... Wait, I'm thinking of a different place. It's Eve I'm thinking of, with a really small moon. I've always wondered what the escape velocity was some of these planets. Gilly, 35 delta V. So this is a nice little informational thing. So having all that information, it's easier to plan out your maneuvers and all that if you're really efficient, or say if you want to leave Gilly and want to be safe, put 50 extra fuel for that part of the flight. And also, you might notice the orbits now have bleed off. The closer you are to the planet's orbit behind it, the brighter it is, the darker it is in front of it, just as a visual aid, I guess. But that's the new tracking station. Now let's see what the research and development looks like. Pretty much the same. Oh, did they alter some of this actually? So let's see what we start with. Same stuff. Same. Yes, I think it's the same. I can't really remember. I'm not used to so few parts. Electricity. Yeah, it seems everything's still in the exact same spot. It's a nice little change, though. And maybe that is... I'll have to double check that, because that might have been in prior games. I'm just not 100% sure. But yeah, this is the new asteroid, or space center. It looks... That's... I think that might be a glitch that's stopping, but it is what it is. What we're going to do is we're going to jump out, and I actually want to check that the old airport, or no, the old space center, and just see if anything's changed over there, because there is a couple of old stuff that just hangs around there, so it'd be interesting to see if anything else has changed. Let's grab the... We don't need something crazy, just... We'll grab the dove. Dove, not dove. And launch. Just something to get us over there. Oh yeah, they also had to redo all the wheel mechanics. So they're now a little bit different. Instead of... Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. You can now pin stuff. I can click off of it and it all stays on the screen. Meaning, say you want to know the amount in this tank at all times. Just pop it over there, click off, and it stays. Meaning, you don't have to worry as much about losing track of certain resources. Pull up the landing gear. Whew, almost sneezed there. But yeah, it's just... I recently downloaded a mod actually in the Colony version. The Colony will probably be staying in 1.0 before I can get... until I can get confirmation that I won't be losing bases, because I'm tired of losing bases, to be honest. And since this isn't full release yet, I don't really want to pull something into it and end up breaking stuff. So we'll wait a little while for that. Automatic switching, what are we on? We're on air breathing, decent. So once Rover Dude gets all his stuff set up and this comes out in full, then I'll be checking into getting my colony switched over. If not, I'll just rebuild everything off camera and we'll restart from there. So hopefully sooner or later that should be working and full and everything like that. And oh yeah, the ground doesn't usually the water doesn't really look like that. That's the shader, and actually, or scatterer. I don't know if actually scatterer affects everything in the VAB either, so that could all just be from scatterer. I hope not, because that makes it, the stock game looking like that in the VAB just looks beautiful. Let's see, anything change in here? No, all the models look the same. It just seems they had to change the UIs and such. Does that look different? Wasn't there a hill there? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've flown over here. It was like one of my challenge videos where I think it was the flea booster challenge, where we just had to use a flea booster to get to as far as you can. I think I made it 18 kilometers and almost made it there. But yeah, I should be getting back to videos in the coming, like a week or so. I'm planning on getting an actual mic, because this headset isn't that great for recording. It causes a lot of popping issues and background sound, and I wouldn't mind having just normal headphones. And then I'm planning on getting like an actual studio mic. My SO is a sound engineer, so they're going to help me pick one out that will work good for my purposes. Meaning, I won't be as garbled and crappy sounding, but it's going to be a bit of change. I don't know, a bit of cash, not change. Well, change in the sense that audio quality is going to go up. Oh, come on. I really hope I don't screw up this, because I just flew over here. What is that? What's that red light mean? Come on, landing gear. And I can fly planes very easily. This is not going to go well. Come on, come on. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Oh, shit. So, we've landed. Oh, that's nice. Interior overlay. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. You can actually see inside the ships now. So, oh, come on, move out of the way. Damn. So you can see inside the ships now. Remove slot. And it shows their stats and all that, and allows you to click into the invert. Oh, they switched from IVA. But yeah, we can switch that on and now see inside the craft, which is nice. We'll pull up a different craft so we can see that in full action with larger crew capacity. But before we do that, I want to go over to the hangar and see if there's anything new in there. Depending on how long this takes in testing out the interior view with larger crew capacity, I might do a challenge or two, or not the challenge, the scenarios or two. Come on, go Jeb, go. I don't know if that blinked before, but if it does, that's interesting. If not, I'll do other videos of a couple challenge or a couple of the scenarios just to try them out, because I wouldn't mind trying out some of the new ones because they look interesting. I tried all the other ones from the old one. It was all in Kerbал's Sphere of Influence. Well, in Mun and Minimus's, but they're both in in Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. What is this? It's been a while since I've been here, so I don't know if this is... Is this like a graveyard? Oh yeah, there's auto-saving now too, which is nice. Helps with debugging, I guess they were saying. I think this is a graveyard. It's kind of foreboding. It'd be cool actually if any dead Kerbals showed up in here. Maybe a modder can set that up. But we'll continue on our way. And there's another one over there. I don't know what they're for. Oh, don't jump. There's another one back there. Nothing new in here. Nothing new down there. I'm not going to go on top of the tower because it just takes too much time. But we still have the original parts. The command pod, the tank, and the booster. Or the engine. So that's nice. But what we're going to do now is go back to the spaceplane hangar. Get out a craft with more crew capacity and see what that looks like with the internal view. We'll grab the Mallard. How much crew capacity is? That's a 4 crew? Yeah, 4 crew. So let's launch this. So yeah, let's go ahead and... Cool. So yeah, we can see inside the crew cabin now. It's like half covered. There was a mod actually attempting to do this, and the fact that they implemented it most likely means he's been added into it. It'd be cool if it just allowed the front windows to show it, but it is what it is. So let's revert flight back. Oh, we'll just go back to Space Center. Leave anyway. Recover that craft, and then we'll go for a rocket. I wouldn't mind seeing one of the large rocket pods like that. Recover. Done. Let's grab this one. Oh wait, what am I doing? Don't save. We'll just load the biggest rocket we have access to. I don't remember. Super heavy lander. So let's launch. But yeah, there's been a couple mods or older mods that have now been implemented into stock, such as that IVA view. Okay, that's cool. That's just really pretty much cosmetic, but it's nice to see that stuff being implemented. What else was implemented? I forget what I mentioned. I can't remember. But that's pretty interesting to say the least. All this new stuff, the now KSpedia, the IVA view, just what, I don't know what those numbers mean, but that's interesting. But let's go back to the Space Center, leave. We'll jump back to the main menu and check out some of the new settings, because I believe there's a bunch of new settings, and also I didn't mention, but I'll jump back to the main page. As you can see down here, we are in 64-bit now, and it's functioning, it's working, so we don't have to worry about that 4 GB crash that always happened. I hated having so many mods and then suddenly you get to the point where you're overloading the 4 GB and it causes just the game to not process and say screw it, we're done. But now we don't have to worry about that, most likely. If that works out good, then we'll be fine. Simulated background, don't show game launcher. Is there anything else changed? Graphics, render quality now is fantastic, I think. Pixel count, audio, all the same. Controllers. Wait. Objects are used in 3D applications. Currently. Wait, what? 6DOF input device. 6DOF input device. What is that? Is that images? Oh. It's like a joystick. That sucks. I wanted to use my Xbox controller. They might in the future allow Xbox controllers, maybe. Well, the consoles, the Wii, the Xbox, and the PlayStation are all getting a copy of KSP, so they're most likely going to have the ability to use controllers, but I guess in this one it doesn't currently have it. But wait a minute. So wait, they have oh, that's docking mode. So they have dead zones now. That was nice because I actually set up a controller, I think, to work with it, but it didn't work because I had the whole issue where the dead zone was too large, or there was no dead zone at all, so the ship was stuck in a roll because my controller's shit. So the way I had it set up on the roll was it was in a constant freaking roll, which just sucked. It was so annoying having to worry about that crap. But it doesn't look like there's search all parts. That might be good to check into. Back quote. Cancel. What is a back quote? Back quote key. Oh, the title. Or Tildle, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I want to actually check into that, because that would be a really useful thing, especially if you get to the point where you have a ton of mods, which with this now allowing 64-bit, meaning it's going to be real easy to have a ton of freaking mods in it. That's the one issue I had with having so many mods, was I couldn't properly function in the game because it would cause lag issues. So I might actually try and bring the colony into this anyway. Back title. Search all parts. Let's see. RC. Oh, I forgot the name of it. What was it? Where'd it go? So you can actually search up reaction. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Engines, you can search up all the engines, but it brings up anything with that. Tank, mono, all the monopropellant tanks, liquid, fuel, tank. Really? Wheels. Anything that's a wheel. I like that. That's another mod that came about that was for that exact issue, and now they have that. Yeah, they really outdid themselves with some of the mods they included. I'm really happy some of these got included. So that is 1.1, and I think that's most likely all the features. I might have missed a few, maybe one or two, but we'll leave it at that. So this is now 1.1. We're in 64-bit, meaning we're going to have a ton of mods. There's a couple mods that have now been implemented into the game. Mods that are very useful. Oh, draggable menus. That was the one I was trying to remember earlier. So we have draggable menus. Well, the mod draggable menus have now been implemented. The X-ray vision mod, I can't remember the exact name of it. The mod searchable option, which I can't remember the direct name of the original mod. Is there anything else? I can't really think if there's... I think it's just those 3 mods, but there might be other ones I've missed, but that is really interesting to see with all these new updates. But my name's KSP. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike and a comment. I'd love to hear from you. It's always good to get constructive or unconstructive criticism back. It's just nice to see. If you want to see future updates by me, I usually do Monday to Friday updates, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for KSP, and then random games on Tuesdays and Thursdays, depending on what game I'm playing for throwbacks on those days. But as of late, I haven't been doing that. I should be ramping back up to new videos, or the old schedule soon. Probably in a few weeks. I'll most likely still be uploading sporadically over the next month or so. But I thank you for watching. My name's KSP, and you have a good night.